Y'all know who y'all rocking with. It's your boy Rocky, the dark skin one, and it's time to lock out and spend a y'all with your boy. How my people's doing out there, man? I want to welcome y'all to the third episode of Keys to the Yard TV, where we get into all of that, right? But we got a little a different episode right now. It's actually an episode of triumph, of honesty, of how can I put this? Of doing the right thing spiritually and being rewarded by the Most High, right? Because you got a lot of us who don't even understand the relationship that we have with our inner self, that spirit in us, that means a lot, right? And once you reach like your 35s, 40s, that comes to life. You know, it's always there. Like, you know, they tell you got a mind, you got a soul, a spirit, and a body or something like that, right? And when you're younger, I believe the reason why we make most of the mistakes that we make is because we're not consciously aware of the spiritual side of us, right? But as we grow, as we make mistakes, or as we make the right choices, we start to become a little bit more spiritual than before. I know for myself, it started in 2020 for me. So either they sparked it up for me, or it was me making so much mistakes that God had to wake me up and be like, hey, you keep going down that way, you're gonna go. And so the person that we're gonna chop it up with right now about, and we're gonna welcome home, we're gonna welcome him home with the most gracious way possible that we could welcome any man home, man. That 21 gun salute, man. Welcome home, G.DEP, man. I know it's gonna sound off or something. But man, let me tell you something about this situation, right? Because when it was happening, being that G.DEP wasn't one of those popping figures at the time, when it was happening, we all like, yo, this nigga on drugs or something, you heard? What nigga gonna tell on himself, you know? But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. When I was younger, I used to dance. Nah, don't get it confused. Well, yeah, I need to move this so y'all can see. Don't get it confused. I wasn't a dancer. But in Brooklyn, right? In Brooklyn, we had this thing called, Brooklyn, we kind of, we moshed up with the Caribbean folks, right? And so the ways kind of rub off on us, right? And so in Brooklyn, we used to, we got this thing called Flex in Brooklyn. It originates from dance showcases, people doing the bruck up and all that. If you're not from Brooklyn, you won't know what the bruck up is, right? So the bruck up is a dance. It's a dance hall dance that you do your shoulders, right? Chill. I'm getting old, but that was that's what started me dancing, right? And so the next wave of dancing was the Harlem Shake. Hey, chill. We ain't gonna get crazy. But nah, I remember I used to Harlem Shake crazy at parties and all that. Me, my brother, and my one of my best friends, the nigga Trevor, right? We made a this is crazy. The shit we do when we kids, right? But me, my little brother, and Trevor, we made a little dance group. It's not even a dance group. I think my cousin, little Randy, was having a party. And we just said, yo, we going to go there. We going to dance from it and all that. My mom's asked me to do it. And so we danced to G.DEP and all that. Me and my brother, we used to dance to shit. Oh, yeah. The whole hood used to Harlem Shake. So G.DEP was definitely somebody in my generation, you know, as far as when he turned himself in. It wasn't, the kids who had the drill music and stuff like that. And then the kids, it kind of basically was kids running hip hop. And they didn't know who G.DEP was. So a lot of people was like, this nigga losing his mind or something. But when I heard the case, right? When I heard what happened, I'm like, son ain't losing his mind. Son trying to get into heaven. You understand? And this is something I said yesterday. Not yesterday, earlier on the video I put out earlier with the Fresno Bulldogs, right? And I tried to say that, when I was talking about my wife, like, yo, man, a lot of people say men gonna be men gonna cheat and stuff like that. And that's not necessarily true, right? Because you got a lot of us men that made a lot of mistakes out there, and we are consciously aware of that, right? And so I'm gonna keep it on I just want to talk about me and how I think about it, right? I know I made so much mistakes out there that if you leave it to me getting off the earth right now and I go in front of God, I got a lot of stuff to answer for. And I'm somebody who want to make it in those pearly gates. Whatever they say heaven is, where things is better than how it is on earth, I want to make it there. Because I ain't had the best experience here, And so when it comes to this situation right here, it's actually real touching for me, because for you to turn yourself in, for you to get away with a murder, right? For you to get away with a murder, right? That shit gonna beat your conscience up. And some people could close it off and continue living an everyday life. A lot of people could close it off like, yo, man, push it out. But some people can't, because their journey means so much, right? And when people was calling G.DEP, like, oh, that nigga crazy, on drugs and stuff like that, I'm like, nah, hell no. He probably got one of the biggest missions on earth. And that is to show everybody that, yo, you might get away with something, but did you truly get away with it? If it's beating you up on the inside every day, did you get away with it? Hell no. And so let's just throw the cliche out there. What would Jesus do? What would God do to make this right? Nah, I'm gonna go tell them. I'm gonna go report this and let them know I did that, so I can get this shit off my conscience. So I can deal with the consequences here, and not let it roll on to my next life, right? And for that, somebody who actually going through the same process of, I used to be a lying ass, but now I tell the truth about everything. Even when it's going to hurt me, even when it don't make me look good, I tell the truth about it. And so we just know that G.DEP is on a spiritual journey, man. God probably came to him and said, yo, look, I want to cleanse you of that, but you got to do the right thing. And anybody would be scared, like, boy, God, you want me telling myself? Hell no, God, come on. And God be like, yo, nah, don't worry about it. I got you. That's what you call faith. That's what you call faith. So we're going to get into it, man. We're going to run a clip of when he turned himself in. Let's get into that.
Let's get some money, so, yeah. And I rode the bike over. I rode the bike in the neighborhood for like a couple of minutes. Then I just went towards Park Avenue, and I saw a guy standing there, smoking, like he was smoking a cigarette or something like that. And I approached him. I got off the bike, and I approached him. He didn't seem like he saw me, so I just approached him. And then when I approached him, I asked him where the money was. He didn't say anything. It's like he just really just like, responded, like, facially, like, but he didn't say anything. So, I just kept asking him again, where's the money? And he put his hands up, and then he just, I don't know, we caught eye contact, then he like grabbed the gun, and it was kind of like a struggle, and I pulled the gun back from him, and then I fired 3 times, and I didn't realize it was hitting him or anything. Cause I didn't see anything, I just fired. I fired 3 times, and then I went after I fired the gun. I kind of just like ran back to the bicycle that I had on the side. And I got on it. He kind of came after me, and I rode off. I rode up the block, then around the block. Then I came like back around the block on 112th and Park Avenue and looked up the block. And I saw like a scene, or I saw like a police car. I don't know if I saw a car with the lights, the lights coming towards me the wrong way, on the block. And I saw an officer, it looked like somebody kneeling over somebody on the floor, so I figured that's what it was. And then I just rolled the bike back around the opposite way, then I went into my building.
Ooh, that's tough, man. That's what I would consider a spiritual gangster. You heard? That's what I would call a physical gangster too. So much of us, we think being gangster is doing the wrong thing. Nah, hell no. Being gangster meaning being a man and standing on every action that you do. He took a life away from a family, from a mother, from you don't know if that man had kids or anything, but he know he did wrong, and he know I guess that he needed that off for him. I just got a question for y'all, right? And this is real, and I want y'all to drop it in the comments and hit that like button too, man, because y'all be playing with me like I ain't tough or something, you heard? Because I ain't on here rah rah rah. Don't be playing with me, you heard? Hit that Cash App up too. I'm messed up, you heard? Oh no, I'm sorry, y'all. Before we even get further, I wanted the people to know who been praying for my wife, man. She home. My baby home. She home. She ain't in that place no more. And so we litty. I got a smile on my face today. But as far as the G.DEP situation, man, how many of y'all would have did that? And this is real. You know how many times God said do something? And I mean recently, probably in the past 3 years, I've been listening to God. But he told me to do a lot of things. I think I told y'all, right? One day he came to me because I just needed things to change. And he told me to flush some drugs. That's all I had, like an ounce of whatever I was selling, right? Not weed, but I had an ounce. And he like, yo, throw that shit away. I'm like, what? Throw it away. He like, throw it away. You about to be back in jail, it's gonna kill you. Throw it away. And I threw it away. I couldn't do the broke thing for a few days. I couldn't do it. I just like, yo, nah, bro. I went and bought another ounce of it. Or with the last money I had left, right? Oh, we got... Y'all ain't hear that. Don't worry about it. But look, so, yeah, I bought an ounce with the last I had in the stash, another one. And the very next morning, that spirit came to me like, throw it away. I'm like, nah, we not gonna do this again, this throw it away thing. And you know, the way God show up is the way he show up. He don't show up the same way for everybody. Meaning, not to say I'm special and none of that, meaning the way he show up to me might be a different way he show up to you. He might come to me in my dream. He might come to you while you wide awake. It's, you know, that's what I mean by that. I'm not special, none of that. I am special. You gotta speak into existence. But you just know when to listen, right? And I can't call it what was transpiring between God and G.DEP at the time, but I believe he moved off faith, and because God kind of assure you like, yo, if the first thing I learned from not saying read in scriptures, but by being around people who was into the Bible and church and stuff like that, the first thing I learned is that he had never put too much on you that you can't handle. I always remember people saying that, and I kept that with me. And so for a lot of things that he show up, he always kind of try to let us know like, yo, look, I need you to do this, but you're going to be all right. And as humans, right, that's not so connected to that spiritual side, we be like, yo, nah, no, hell no. I know, you bugging. You not down here, God. You got to be down here for you to make that. And, you know, that's the naive part of us. God know everything that's going on. And he already foresee things. So he like, yo, chill, do that. I got you. And I just believe that this was one of those times. This was one of those situations where God showed up in somebody's life. Somebody believed him with some. That gotta be one of the most strongest displays of faith ever. That, and I believe Mahatma Gandhi, the Jesus, what's his name? Nelson Mandela, right? It's a few people that he used to show us that he's real. And me, Harlem shaking from G.DEP, and him going through this, it truly let me know that God is real, because after he turned himself in and he was honest and truthful, they gave him some time. I believe they gave him probably like 15 or 10 years, whatever it was, they gave him some time. And then last year, he got granted clemency to go home early. And that part is God. You understand? God is that powerful. He is that strong. When he tell you to do something, you do it. You don't question it, because he got the power. He got the last, you understand? He got the last say so. You heard? Nobody got the last say so but him. So if he say, yo, go turn yourself in, I'm going to get you, don't worry about that. Do what you got to do. You heard? It's time for us to be the warriors that he need, man. And, but we welcoming our boy home. So I just want to show y'all him coming out and stuff like that. So we're going to get into that video right now. Let's go.
Yes. Yeah. Come on, get down. Like Santa Claus.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, man.
I told you I was bringing you home, right? In January, I said I was bringing you home to give my hug.
Get on in here.
That boy was in there breathing.
Yeah. Dad. Hey, what's up, my man?
I'm like, yo. That boy home. That boy home.
Hey.
That boy home. Chill. The deputy. The deputy.
Amen. Let's go. I'm sorry, that's cool. I could not.
The deputy.
Thank you. Let me get you.
Whoa. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. I just want to see it, baby boy.
Woo!
Thank you.
Aye.
Man, down. Yeah. I ain't never going nowhere. Take your time.
Love it.
Welcome home. Thank you, my brother. Welcome home. You already know. That boy home. What?
Yes.
Breathe.
we here.
You breathing it, right? The air's different.
I said I was going to breathe, so.
The air's different.
Yeah.
That's how Auntie know. Auntie know.
Yeah, it's different out here. Yeah. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Oh, man.
All right.
Get it.
Let's get it.
This
We
is
got
special
to-
delivery right here.
You need it.
Uh-huh.
Get it.
Let's get it.
I need that.
Boy
You got
home.
that text?
Huh?
You got that text?
From the gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that?
I didn't look it, but yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the guy said that, yeah. Yeah, he asked
Where
me.
we going?
We 3 cars. I don't know. 3 cars. Which one you riding in?
Yeah.
Who you riding with, Dad?
I was cold, I'm sorry.
Is he riding with you?
He good.
He riding with y'all? You riding with your kids?
I don't know. Where we at? This is the car right here?
This one. You got 3.
Go with your mommy, because she hasn't had her son free. Go with your mom.
All right.
You got
I'll
options.
see you around the
You ain't going nowhere for never.
following.
But there's room in that car too.
Yeah.
There's room in there to ride too. With your boys. Yeah, ride with your boys.
You okay? Wow.
Ride with the babies if you want.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything.
He home now. He home for good now. He home for good now. My boy ain't going nowhere.
I'm just going to jump in with you and I'm going to follow.
Okay, so you're going in this one then, right?
Do you want to put a microphone on the go?
My boy home. That's right. That's right.
Your boy home?
That's right.
Thank you so much. You're an honorable dude.
That's
For real.
right. That's right.
He's an honorable dude. Def. His nephew came home today. But he took me here to get you.
You want to get your nephew?
No, he out, but he came.
Yo, bro.
He
I
did-
love you, man.
That's big.
I called. He was walking out the gate. I called. Video call. He was walking out the gate. He's agreed.
Oh, you can
All right.
And she had to be here.
Where we riding to? We follow?
Opportunity to be here with the family.
appreciate it, man.
Your mom, Stevie, she was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you acting like you don't want to go. Get in the car.
Yep, I'm right here.
All right.
Thick bread, French toast.
You see what we doing? Yeah, I have everybody.
Scrambled eggs, very well done.
Free at last. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Came got me a money up to the people, brother,
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
on the road. Bro came through, case sauce.
Hey, why you hiding? Show up, man. Show up. You showed up for me. Appreciate you, bro. Honorable dude.
Yo, don't show we ain't doing no free advertisement.
That's okay.
Just see where we at.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. All right. I'm proud of you, man. All right.
It's that first free meal.
All right.
Praise the Creator.
That's right. There you go. God bless. All right. All right. Family. Hey, come on, brother, kids, everybody. Hey. Mama. We about to eat, have a little bit of food, and then get on the road. All right. We out. He's home.
If there was ever a right way to do something, man, that's how you do it, man. You go, you handle your business like a man, stand tall on all the actions that you do, and you face your consequences, no matter if it give you 100 years in jail or a year in jail. You may never know. So we want to give G.DEP his flowers, and we welcome you home, bro. Pretty sure you probably not doing hip hop and none of that, but the way your boy Diddy going down, you definitely got a story to sell because you was on Bad Boy. So don't sell yourself cheap for these blogs or these podcasts, none of that. Put out a book, put out your own part, do something, you heard? And we backing you, you heard? You got the support from the community, so we welcome home G.DEP, man. That's our episode tonight, and I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to drop a locked-in episode right after that, so stay tuned. We going, y'all.